Hey, what's up everyone? Gator here. Hey, I just wanted to thank all of you who have been watching my new and returning player series. I'm just a little tiny frog in a giant Destiny community pond out there. But the comments and messages you guys have been sending me have honestly humbled me. And it's given me the motivation to continue to produce these informative videos for new and returning Guardians out there. And I see you Destiny veteran players supporting me as well. So I just wanted to say thanks. I'm on a mission to have an impact on 1,000 Guardians out there by the time the new Destiny 2 expansion Lightfall arrives, which, by the way, is February 28th, 2023. It'll be here before you know it. So if you haven't subbed yet, please consider it. It's a free way to support my content. Yeah, I know. Every YouTuber on Earth says that, but I believe in you, Guardians. Alright, on to the video. For you returning players out there, hey, remember this guy? For the longest time, I would never even bother visiting XUR, because I already had all the exotics, and I'm busy killing Vex out there, so why bother stopping by to see him? Yeah. Well, I have 3 reasons why you should start thinking about visiting old Uncle XUR today in Destiny 2. For all you new players out there, you're probably asking yourself right about now, what the hell's this guy talking about? Oh hey, meet XUR. He's an agent of the 9 who brings a bag of goodies every week to us Guardians. To all those boys and girls who want to stop by and say hello. In the original Destiny game, this is what XUR looked like. He had a select few exotic for us to consider purchasing, but the price was crazy high, as you would have to acquire these little tokens called strange coins, and they just didn't drop anywhere. They were tough to find, and you only had so many a week, even for the crazy grinders out there. Thank goodness this is not the case today. So stick around, and I'll have 3 reasons why you need to visit good old XUR every week. Let's start with the basics. XUR arrives at reset time every Friday, and sticks around in his designated spot until reset on the following Tuesday. There are 3 spots where he can arrive each week, and it's a random process. He can be in the Winding Cove on the EDZ, the Watcher's Grave on Nessus, and finally in the Tower Hangar next to St. 14 and Amanda Holiday. So reason number 1 to say hi to XUR every week. XUR offers 1 exotic armor piece for each class of Guardian. Also, a featured exotic weapon is available. This is a fantastic way to easily pick up that exotic that you have not acquired as of yet. But in addition to that, for the Guardians who already have the exotic, you have the possibility of getting an even better stat roll for it. So you can see why this is great for new and returning players as well as you veterans out there. I may have a crummy 48 stat roll on my Gwizzin vest for my hunter, but if XUR has a 65 stat roll, it might be worth picking it up. The cost? A handful of legendary shards, and the amount varies depending on what you're trying to get, so keep hoarding those legendary shards for the weekend when he arrives to see what's available. Reason number 2 to visit XUR. Unlike Destiny 1, XUR now offers past weapons from prior seasons that you may have missed. So if your buddy is showing off his massive vault of weapons from seasons past, and he's sporting that killer Stars and Shadow pulse rifle from Season of the Hunt, which was Season 12 by the way, and he taunts at you that you can't get it anymore, you might actually be able to get it with XUR. Isn't Uncle XUR awesome? Now there's one catch. The weapon perks that are available for that very week, well, they're set in stone, and you can't farm it with multiple purchases, so take it or leave it. Reason number 3, and this is a big one. XUR now offers armor collections. Not random pieces of armor, but the entire collection. So if you missed, let's say, that Sovereign armor set, which was sold by Eververse a long time ago, there's a chance it could reappear in the future. I believe it's totally random which set is featured each week, so if you're trying to get that certain set that you saw your fire team members showing off, you know, the one with that awesome gold shader last week, and you're told it's impossible to farm for it anymore, good old Uncle XUR may be able to help. The cost for the armor and featured weapons is steep though, usually about 50 legendary shards each, plus some glimmer to boot. So make sure you set some shards aside each week when dismantling that ugly gear that you don't want. Okay, for those of you still watching, hey, and thanks for that by the way, there's a bonus 4th reason. You might have noticed this weird looking pentagram-like object in the UI when you visit XUR. This is called an exotic cipher. If you have the paid season pass, by the way, you can get this. It'll drop once you reach the appropriate level on your season pass, but you can farm them here with XUR. There's 2 conditions though. First, you can only acquire one at a time, and second, you must complete the associated quest that comes with it. And it's not an easy quest. It'll take you some time to do. I know it's a pain, but once you get your hands on this exotic cipher, you got options. First, you can give it back to XUR for a random exotic engram. Simple as that, right? Or if you look to page 2 of his offerings, you can apply it to 2 choice exotics, the Hawkmoon hand cannon or the Dead Man's Tail scout rifle. If you look at the price, it's very expensive to purchase. More legendary shards, glimmer, your firstborn child. Okay, maybe not that part. But you also have to have this exotic cipher, so keep that in mind. And there's certain rolls that randomly drop every week as well, so keep an eye on that as well if you're looking for a certain type of stat with that exotic. Oh, and did I tell you? There's one more place you can take this exotic cipher. You ready for this? You can go to the kiosk next to your vault in the tower and look over the candy store. The Monument to Lost Light, and apply it to an exotic weapon that you might have missed from a prior season. There's also some prior special legendary weapons in there as well. So if you're a new or returning player, this would be where I would go first. And ask your friends out there which one to get initially, because they're not all prizes. And as you'll see, they cost even more items. 150,000 glimmer? Really? Anyway, so there you go. 3+ reasons to go visit XUR every week, especially if you're a new or returning player trying to get some of that legendary and exotic drip out there. So go out there, Guardians. Start getting those legendary shards, and more importantly, that exotic cipher while you're at it. As always, you can join our Guardian Downcast Discord community, and there will be hundreds of peeps there that will be happy to steer you towards your goal in this game. We have a diverse group of Guardians, and we'll welcome you with open arms. So go to discord.gg/GuardianDowncast to join up. Oh, and did I forget to tell you? We have a weekly podcast that talks about everything Destiny 2, and we've been doing it for over 3 years now. We have a curated playlist right down there. You can listen to our show every week. Or, wherever you get your podcast out there. Or you can just go to GuardianDowncast.com for all the details and contact info. Thanks again for watching. Take care of yourself and each other. And later, Guardian.